first thing top of mind is make sure it's curated. And by that, don't pull what Air Canada pulled and say, set a chatbot free and say, good luck with that. I actually, it's strange to say something like, hey, I'd rather have them call a number. But if you have a chatbot that's giving you bad information, you need to reprogram it and say, okay, just tell the person to call customer service and get the right answer rather than get the customer to a point where they're suing you. I mean, that's the worst thing in the world that you could ever have happen. Not just for that customer, but for the brand in itself. And so curating the content, that Target example is a great example because the employee could look at it, and if it came up with a wrong answer, if it said, hey, you'll find mobile phones in our freezer section, the employee can go, hey, that's clearly wrong. Now, I hope whatever AI they're using doesn't give that as a response, but let's be practical. Sometimes it gives you the wrong response. So number one, make sure you're curating it. Number two, make sure it's giving, and I always use the word actions. Don't let it give back fluff. I mean, you could say to ChatGPT, tell me about the cosmos and what they mean to people. And it will give this nice, big, flowy, probably almost poetic answer. And you'll be reading it. And it's like, no, what I'm really trying to say is, how does astrology affect us humans on the planet? And ChatGPT just reads it as, oh, you want some sort of, philosophical response. So make sure it's actionable. And then the third part corresponds to those employees. Make sure the employees know how to use it. Make sure that they're trained to use it. And one of those rare things that, people tend to forget is make sure the employees understand they're not being replaced, they're being supplemented. They're giving them more tools. So when you train them and show them how it will help them do their jobs, they start to understand that, oh, I'm not going to be replaced by a robot. I think we've already seen that failure. They automated a complete, a fast food burger stand, and no one used it because there were no employees. So no one knew what to do. No one knew to turn on the lights in the morning at 6 a.m. and say, hey, we're open now. So, just by giving those employees that empowerment and that training on how to use it right, that really will help organizations operationalize it the right way.